You know how the mating cycle works for like deep sea anglerfish iconic? That's how I first kind of heard about them on the internet, is reading True Facts. I think Zay Frank was one I saw. I saw some articles. But if do you know how the mating cycle works for anglerfish? I just no, I don't. Well, how would you like to get your horrific nature fact of the day from old Uncle Raku? So I don't know if this is every single species of anglerfish, but deep sea anglerfish is the one I heard about and is the most kind of striking. So the way the sexual dimorphism works for that species that we're talking about, the females are the ones that look like this, with like the big bodies, like the mouth full of teeth, and like the lure, and they're very terrifying looking. The males look like this. This is a real crude approximation. But the males more or less look like this. They're small. They're a lot smaller. This isn't a scale comparison of the male size of the female, but the male is much smaller than the female. And so what happens is when it becomes mating season, the male will find a suitable female and bite her. Like bite and latch on somewhere on her body. And then once the male does that, there is a chemical reaction from the male that causes his mouth to fuse onto the female, and he basically becomes part of her body, and his whole body is sort of assimilated until it's just gonads attached to the female that the female can use to reproduce whenever she wants. And so if you think about it like the ultimate level of simpage in nature, the male basically just becomes parasitized with the female, and then that's his life. His life more or less ends, and he just becomes an extension of the female. It is horrific. But cheaper than a dinner date. Heyo. But it is interesting.